Yo chat, it's that time to do the clutch change. I hate doing it, but it's super easy. But it's just, I've dropped the transmission so many times that so over it. But so we got some ARP bolts for the flywheel. Recommend these anytime you're doing a clutch change. This is the part number, fits any B series pretty much. And then I got a 6-puck. I went with ACT because that's the only clutch I've ran on all my cars, so I would highly recommend ACT. This is the part number, B series, and this is gonna work for what I need it to. It's not putting a lot of crazy power like down, but we do a lot of racing, a lot of clutch dumping, and this will definitely hold it up. This is how they look up close for anyone wanting to get them. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the steps on how to drop the transmission, what you need to do, what tools, but I'm gonna just get straight to the point so that way I don't bore anyone. Super simple. After you do your first one, after that it should only take you about like 30-40 minutes to drop the transmission. Super easy. So this video will probably be in 2 parts because I have to go drop off the flywheel at the machine shop to get resurfaced. So today we're just dropping it and yeah, showing you how to do it. So all right, now that it's jacked up, let's go ahead and remove the wheels.
Here at Melon's mechanic shop.
You just scratched the wheels, you head ass. This is supposed to be okay. This is gonna take us like 3 days because of Melon.
Nah, it's already loose. Look. Oh, it's not loose.
No,
I thought it was loose. I think your machine is not working.
So don't get Harbor Freight. Ah, break it, you idiot! Woo! Harbor Freight for the win. Budget life. Did you work for NASCAR, like the pit crew? Alright, let's see. Show how fast.
Ready?
Yeah. I think you forgot the thing in there. I know that was just a ja, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Bruh, you scratched the wing.
Where? That little tiny one?
Look at that. Look at that, you idiot.
Dude, like you don't have it on the back, wait, where?
Yeah, because you're dumbass.
Oh, look, right here too. That was not me, that was
Alright, so step 1, remove your axle, and the size for that bolt is 32. So remove that. After you remove this, just take off the nut, or you can leave it in there, whichever way. And then the second one would be this one. That one's a 17, and then just hammer it through the side, pop it off, and then we're gonna take off this 10 that holds the line, and these should be 17s too. So 17 on one side, and then just grab an adjustable one and hold it. So we're gonna get to that, and then yeah. If you have the little 10 millimeters on the lines, just remove the little 10 right here. You don't gotta remove these. Mine was just zip tied, so they're just cutting the zip tie. So this one is a 14. We're gonna go ahead and remove that one, and we're gonna go ahead and start draining the transmission. If you want, you could do that first. I prefer just do it after so I can get the main stuff like loosened up. Meanwhile, I pretty much get this side loosened up. Melon's gonna go ahead and remove the drain. I don't know what this is, 3/8. I think it is. It's just your basic ratchet. That's what I use. The little drain bolt is right there.
Oh, but it's already loose.
Okay, now put the pan under before you take it off fully. Now that you removed your 14, 17 on the bottom, and your big 32 nut, then we can go ahead and start taking off the wishbone. So there's your wishbone. You don't gotta remove this. Since we already took this off, this is the way I do it. A lot of people remove the bottom or these. We're not gonna do that. Simple as that. Look at that. Yeah, so that's the bottom part. So now we're good on that. So let's go ahead and pop out the axles. I finished my side, dude, like 15 minutes ago, and you're still on the same bolt.
All right, quit lying. You finished it like 3 minutes ago. Right?
It was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you trying to overreact it?
Cause
for the views.
No, look at that. All right, look. I'm not gonna tell you how to take off the axles. You take it out without damaging the boot.
All right, you can do it.
Go.
You can show me.
Hurry up. Damn, bruh. I'm getting haters because of you.
Hey, I don't care.
Take off the wishbone.
It's technically already out.
Take it out of there. Now take off the axle.
How do I do that, sir?
Pull it out.
Oh.
See, it's super simple. If a gooner, hog cranker can go and do it, you can do it too. So, look. Make sure you don't like let it fully fall, cause look, you already like look at the boot. With this one's super simple on this side. All you gotta do is just hammer it out. You just hammer it from the bottom and it should come out. So I'm gonna have Melon record, because if I have him do it, he's gonna rip the boot. Pull it out. Now look what you did to my boot. Look at that.
Fix it, yo.
Fix it. Fix it. How do you fix that?
You gotta like blow air into it.
This side is a little more tricky. It's still super easy, but I have this from my FRS. It's just like a little tool for like the wheels. Comes from factory, or you could go to Harbor Freight and just get a little like pry tool this small. This one works for the bottom. That's the easiest way I found out how to do it. So that one goes on the bottom, and for the top you're gonna use a bigger one. Same thing when I go pick this up at Harbor Freight, and as long as it has a little like angle, you should be straight. It doesn't want to focus, but yeah, you should be straight. So meanwhile, I pretty much pry it for the bottom. You can do this by yourself too. It's just it takes a little more time, and it's just like more tricky. And so I would recommend doing it with 2 people. So what you want to do for the first one, just careful with all these wires. I'm too lazy to remove this piping. I really don't want to do that. So you pretty much, yeah, so like that. And then meanwhile, the person on top pretty much pushes it that way. I'll be hammering it from the bottom. So I'll be jamming this one on the bottom part, and at the same time we're gonna do it while one hammers it, and it should pop right out. Next step, so put your drain plug back on. I'm gonna have Melon take off the half shaft. So there's these 2 and 3. Okay, and then all those 3 bolts are gonna be 14. So meanwhile he takes that one off, I'm just gonna take off this one, because that's the only thing holding the transmission. After I throw it back on, it'll just pretty much slide on there again. So while Melon does that, I'm gonna take off this little pin right here. The B word pin is what they call it, Melon.
Beaner?
No. So this one is super easy. I don't know why everyone complains about this. Everyone always like battles with it, but to me this is one of the easiest ones to get off. So let me go ahead and show you while Melon does the half shaft. You're gonna go ahead and just any single one, preferably one that's super close to it, so that way you don't like mess it up, and pretty much just put it on there and hammer it. These are super easy, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, you still have to do it more.
And there we go, chat. There's the pin that everyone complains about. Super easy to take off. So you're still on it?
This is my lens. Ah! What just squirted on me? Is that gas? It smells like
butthole?
Smells like a shot.
Like what?
It smells
Like a shot?
like a
Aren't you like 16? How do you know about that? That's pretty much it for the bottom. So once Melon gets that half shaft off and the little mount, that should be it for the bottom. Now comes the annoying ass part. The top. Hopefully I don't have to remove this piping, because now I'm realizing I need to remove this mount. We got to remove this real quick. That one's super easy. And then the starter, let me just unplug the speed sensor. I just took off the bolt for this little wire that goes to the battery. That one was a 12. It's the one that goes to the starter. And then just pull this one off. There we go. The line is completely off. The only thing left would be the starter, and then we'll start removing this, and then we can start dropping the transmission. All right, chat. So the size for the starter is 14, and there we have the starter. So you have one long ass bolt in the bottom and then a short one on the top. Also, if you have which I'm pretty sure half of you guys do, because your cars are probably not bunk like mine, make sure you disconnect the reverse. So it's this bottom wire right here. It goes connected over here, but I don't have it since this car was automatic and I haven't wired up the reverse on it. So it's this one. This would be the reverse. I almost forgot. Make sure you take off this ground wire, this chassis ground wire that goes to the transmission. I did have to take this off. I don't remember if I actually have to, but I took it off. It was two 12mm bolts. And then I took off the line. Melon loosened the 17 housing bolt. There's two on the top, both 17. So there's one right here, and the other one is laid right there. So it's right under the distributor and the little hose for the coolant. Down here, the only housing bolts that you have pretty much is right there. So that one is one, and then the two bottom ones, two on the bottom, this one kind of on the side, one, and two on the top, and then one on the side. So they're all 17s besides the T-bracket ones. I would suggest pretty much taking off the T-bracket first and then loosening this one over here on the side, leaving only, so taking off the one under the Dizzy and leaving the one, this one right here, these two last. So that way whenever you loosen, you'll have like, it'll be a better, like, you can reach these better. So everything will be off, and when you start loosening these, it'll start coming off. So I was just leaving these two for last. And after that, well, I'm just gonna pretty much hopefully I don't have to take off anything else. I'll just go off of these three bolts, and then we should be good to drop the transmission. But I'm pretty sure with my luck we're gonna have to remove this mount, so hopefully I don't have to do that, and we'll see right now. So yeah, you got the two T-bracket bolts right there, and then I almost forgot this one. So that one right there next to the T-brackets, there's three. That one holds the transmission. This is why we took all day long, because this doofus keeps messing around with the tools. But anyways, update. Melon took off the bolts to the transmission. I'm gonna have to take this mount off just like for when I put the transmission back on, that way I don't mess up the threads. But he went ahead and removed the bolt that was the housing bolt that was right here, the three bottom ones, and we're about to take the last two and drop it. So that's pretty much how you take off your transmission. And then if you have an extra jack, it would be like super useful, but we're using our current one to pretty much hold up the engine because I don't want it to tip too much. So I'm probably gonna go through the bottom and just pull it out while Melon holds it from the top. It's not super heavy, so yeah. Alright, so now that we got the transmission off, these are all 10s. And I did this so if you don't have a little like pulley holder, so your whole like engine like starts moving in rotation, what I did was I put back one of the housing bolts and I put it through one of these little ratchets, and then I just pretty much put a bolt into one of these little free holes that the pressure plate has, and then that way it doesn't move and I'm able to take all these off. So just a little tip, but unless you have like an impact, that works better too. So that wasn't supposed to happen, but this is the clutch. I mean, oh yeah, this thing was gone. Oh my lord, this clutch is gone. So it was still grabbing, but it was just like now under like heavy load, it was already like it wasn't grabbing no more. But yeah, that's it. That's the clutch. All right, so look how burnt that is. So same thing with the pressure plate. I ended up using a bolt for the housing. Ended up going through a little ratchet and then put a bolt on one of these little holes on the flywheel. That way it doesn't move. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it. The size for the flywheel bolts, let me see if I can stop shaking, is a 19. Yeah, so 19. And if you have a impact, that'd be so much easier. But when you take off the last one, careful because it might fall and then you might ruin it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. All right, so this is what your flywheel looks like, clutch and pressure plate. Yours probably won't be as bad if it's not slipping as bad as ours. Hopefully this didn't warp too much. I know these are like heavy duty, so you could always reuse these as long as you remove all the glaze. But ours went bad because it was already like riding on like the actual like metal itself, or like the non-clutch part or pad part. But I'm gonna go drop this off tomorrow to get resurfaced. And like I said, instead of the regular street clutch, we got the 6-puck, and I'll be pairing that one with this one. I was gonna use my extreme pressure plate, but I feel like that'd be way too like aggressive. My brother drives it like not daily, but he drives it like often. So if this is how the EKs is, I can already imagine what those holes looks like, because that one went through it fast because it was hooking like right away. But so that's part 1 of this video. Next part probably won't be dropped till like Monday, because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get this back until the end of the day tomorrow. It's already gonna be Friday, and we're not gonna have any daylight. And then Saturday we have we're taking that thing to a car show. I probably shouldn't, because this thing's probably like that too, but I'm not speeding on it. As long as I can make it to like 40 minutes from here, we should be straight. So I almost forgot, make sure before, if you're switching a new flywheel, they'll include like the new pilot bearing. But if you're reusing it and resurfacing it, pretty much what you do is, yeah, so find a socket size that's the same. You're pretty much gonna put it right here and then just hammer it out, and that's literally all, and then it'll pop out. And then same thing with the new one, you put it on the opposite side and just hammer it back in. So make sure you're hammering it on the actual metal, not the little black spots. You're gonna mess up the pilot bearing. Oh yeah, so look, so if when you're switching it out, it doesn't matter if you get it on the black part, because obviously it's old. Pretty much put it somewhere where it's sturdy, make sure it doesn't fall on its face, and just, that's pretty much what the pilot bearing is. I would always switch these out when you're doing your flywheel or any clutch job, because they're super cheap. The new one that I got was pretty much I think it was 20 bucks. Yeah, so this one's straight from ACT, and I ordered another ACT one, so that's pretty much how to do it. And then same thing, when you get the new one, just get one that like hits the rim of the metal, and just from the back part, there's a little groove that stops it, so just keep hammering it till it stops itself. Woo! I go to the gym and I get out of breath. Woo! So yeah, when we have the new one, I'll show you how to put everything. And like I said, we're gonna go drop this off tomorrow morning. Hopefully we get it back by Saturday, so we can pretty much get this thing running by mid next week. Yeah, nice. But that was pretty easy. It's simple. It would have been faster, like I told Malin, if we removed a bunch of things that really is unnecessary, because it was getting caught into a bunch of things. But we were trying to teach Malin how to do it too, so we're gonna clean up, and then we'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna zoom into your chinty.
I'm gonna go back again.
Deuces.